Have you ever stood in front of a mirror and not recognized the person staring back at you? That hollow look in their eyes. That quiet question whispering, "What am I even doing with my life?" This is where our story begins. There was once a young man named Daniel. He was 24, living in a small apartment, juggling a job he didn't love, and carrying dreams he didn't know how to chase anymore. On the outside, he looked fine. He laughed with his friends, showed up to work on time, paid his bills. But inside, he was sinking. Every morning, Daniel would wake up with a weight in his chest. He scrolled through social media, watching old classmates get promotions, engagements, new houses. Meanwhile, his own life felt like quicksand. No direction, no spark, just drifting. He told himself, maybe I'll figure it out tomorrow. But tomorrow came and went, and soon weeks blurred into months. It wasn't just about career or money. It was deeper. Daniel felt invisible. At family dinners, relatives asked, "So what are you doing now?" And he never knew what to say. At work, he blended in, never noticed, never chosen. And at night, when the world grew quiet, he felt the echo of his own doubts. You're lost. You'll never find the way. The silence became unbearable. It wasn't just confusion anymore. It was shame. One late evening, unable to sleep, Daniel wandered outside. The streets were empty, the air sharp with autumn. He found himself in a small park, sitting on a wooden bench beneath an old oak tree. And that's when he noticed an elderly man a few feet away. White hair, wrinkled face, coat buttoned tight against the cold. He was sketching something in a worn notebook. The man looked up, saw Daniel's heavy expression, and smiled gently. Without asking, he said, "You feel lost, don't you?" Daniel's chest tightened. He hadn't said a word, yet the stranger had read him like an open book. He nodded. The old man closed his notebook, leaned forward, and spoke with a voice steady like a river. "Being lost is not the end, son. Being lost is the beginning. Let me tell you what I've learned." And under that oak tree, Daniel heard words that would stay with him forever. 1. When you are lost, it means you have left the old path. That's good. It means a new one is waiting. 2. Stop asking, "What is my purpose?" Ask instead, "What can I give today?" The path is not found, it is built. 3. Confusion is not darkness. It is a lantern. It forces you to slow down, to notice, to choose. 4. Don't compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. The tree does not envy the river. The river does not envy the mountain. Each has its own way. 5. Small steps create big directions. One act of courage today, just one, can change the map of your life. 6. And remember, you are not behind. Life does not have a stopwatch. You are exactly where your feet stand. Start there. Daniel sat frozen, his heart pounding with each line. It was as if the fog inside him was breaking apart. The man did not give him a perfect plan. He didn't hand him answers written on a page. But he gave him something greater, perspective. That night, Daniel walked home under the pale glow of streetlights, and for the first time in months, he felt lighter. Not fixed, not certain, but lighter. The next morning, he did one small thing. He opened a notebook and wrote down 3 things he could do that day, not to find his grand purpose, but simply to move forward. He reached out to a friend he hadn't spoken to in months. He signed up for a free online class. He went for a jog instead of lying in bed. Tiny steps, ordinary actions. But with each one, Daniel felt the ground beneath his feet grow steadier. Weeks turned to months. He didn't magically transform overnight. But slowly, confidence returned. Direction returned. Joy returned. Because he had learned that being lost was not the end. It was the invitation to begin again. So, my friend, if you ever feel like Daniel, drifting, stuck, or invisible, remember this. You are not broken. You are not late. You are not finished. You are simply standing at the doorway of your next chapter. And sometimes, the best stories only begin when we feel lost. Like this video, subscribe for more real and life-changing stories every day. And share this with someone who needs to hear. Being lost is not the end, it's the beginning.